Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Nikki here, and today I thought I would do a little what you really truly need for planning. Honestly, you join the community, you see all the things, you buy all the things, and then half of them never get used. You throw them out, you destash them, you give them away because you just don't need them. So what I've done is I've put together the things that I really need, that I use virtually every week, and they're things that are worth having and they make planning a little bit easier and a lot of fun. So obviously the first thing you need is the planner. This year I am using an A5 Aldi ring bound with inserts from Made Paper Co. Trying something completely different. I got a little bit sick of the standard size boxes, you know, the EC Happy Planner thing. So these are giant boxes. It gives me the freedom to stick down anything I want. For example, this week here, it's the second last week before the end of summer, and I just used this gorgeous rose gold glitter sticker sheet that I got at my local scrapbooking shop when they were having this huge sale. I think it cost me about $1 for the sheet. Just chopped everything up and popped it down, and because I have so much space to play with, I can use any sort of stickers I like. Now, what I also do is I sometimes use printables. If you have a look down below, I have almost 5,000 planner printables and inspiration. Most of them are free. On a Pinterest board, so if you're into that sort of thing, definitely follow that. And while we're on the subject of using things that aren't standard planner stickers, for example, I'll use scrapbooking sheets, I'll use scrapbooking stickers, I'll use, you name it, I'll try it. If it's pretty, I'll stick it down. So the one thing that then I can't live without is scissors. So I have this great little tiny pair of scissors which are great for fussy cutting all the things. So without them I would be absolutely lost. And then if I'm fussy cutting something that needs to be round, I actually use a pair of nail scissors. Because of that curved shape, it makes cutting small round things out a lot easier. So they're absolutely fabulous and definitely worth having. Then to place stickers down, you just have to have good tweezers. I got these from Luscious Labels with these fantabulous, with my little business name in these gorgeous stickers. I've used them so much, somehow the little N disappeared because I use these all the time. For placing stickers in the correct space, for lining up and everything. Honestly, some lovely fine tweezers worth their weight in gold. Of course, you need to have pens. I've got 20 bazillion pens. This is my favorite. This is the Sharpie pen. Comes in a multitude of colors. Anybody hunting for these now, they come in basically a plain black barrel or red or whatever colors you get, and it has Sharpie pen on it. These are not Sharpie markers. And I do have a video which I did not long ago about my favorite planner pens. I just keep going for this one all the time. It doesn't smear, it doesn't smudge, it does not bleed through, very little ghosting. So my 20 bazillion pens sit in pretty holders and I use this guy almost all the time. Now, of course, occasionally things don't go as planned. You either change your mind or you put a sticker down, and if you're like me and it's not straight, you lose your I shouldn't say that word, but I lose my shit. I can't stand it. I like things neat. So, Undo is a brilliant product, but I was given this one. This is the Daiso version. I think it costs $2.80 probably, like everything else does in Australia. It works brilliantly. What I did do, I've put a little cotton tip in the packet, just to dab this stuff on. You leave it for about a minute, and it even comes with a little scraper, scrapes things off. If you put something in the wrong place, you really need that. It can just save you from getting incredibly frustrated. On the same note, when I use printables or some sort of other sticker. These actually, I realised, weren't stickers. They were just, they're printed on clear plastic, but I've then discovered they weren't stickers. So to make sure I had them in the right place and to get them to stay, I find roller glue the answer. It doesn't warp your pages, which means you can stick down die cuts or anything like that. Just be careful. There are some that are permanent and some that are not. I try and buy the non-permanent one so that if I don't get it quite right, I can quickly sort of lift it up and move it, and that saves having to use undo. The permanent ones, look, they're great for scrapbooking and stuff, but I really don't need that. I just go and buy these from my cheap shop. I think they cost $2.99, and they don't add bulk and they don't warp your page because you're not wetting it with glue. So I find that invaluable. So you can stick anything into your planner with those. Another thing you must have is sticky notes. Now, I did another video not long ago all about my ridiculously large collection of sticky notes. These are this size are the ones I use all the time. For all my pre-planning, when I have something, next couple of weeks, where have I got one? I've got so many things in here, but now I can't find them. So what I do is when I only plan every Sunday morning for the following week. I never plan in advance. I write everything on sticky notes, and I found this size to be the handiest. I can put the date, the time, the place, enough room for enough information, and then I go and stick this on the respective day in the future. So that is the one sticky note. I always have a packet on my desk, use it all the time. Then all the other pretty sticky notes that you collect. I also did a video on this the other day too. I laminate all my favourite sticky notes, especially the larger ones, and then I pick one that matches the theme I'm doing for the week, and I just clip it into my planner. It gives me extra room to write, and it doesn't sort of cover up your whole day or two, especially if you're using like an EC or a Happy Planner. If you use a sticky note that size, you'd be covering up all the things. Can't be bothered with that. So I have laminated and hole punched a ton of sticky notes so that I always have one to match the theme that I'm using for the week. This is an old but an absolute favourite from the Planner Society. I just love that one. So that's very handy. Another thing I love doing is stamping. Now, where did I do that? Let's have a look. Was it? Hang on. Just got to go back here a bit. Oh, I've realised I popped this week into the wrong spot. That wasn't very clever of me. So here we go. Here's an example. The back of that. This belongs in there. Anyway, I'll move that in a minute. I like stamping. Sometimes I just want to put like little hearts or whatever. So I have this gorgeous little set, also from the Planner Society years ago, plus a trillion other stamps. What I do is with this little heart, I just put a piece of sticky note paper over the balance of them so that I only stamp out that one at a time so I can space them perfectly where I need them. And the best ink I have found are these fantastic little dewdrops. They dry really fast, they don't bleed, they don't smudge. And when I use this, for example, I use this little board. I did one late last year. I used this little board, and I even could watercolour gently in around the edges, doesn't smudge. So if you want to try stamping in your planner, these little dewdrops are brilliant. And also because they're so small, they're great for doing little small things with ease. So they're fantastic. And then lucky last, of course, my favourite thing, of course, we all need stickers. Can't plan without them really, unless you just draw or use highlighter or whatever, but I like pretty things. Now, I know a lot of people have fallen down the must have it all in albums way of storing stickers. Well, it's all very nice and it's pretty, and I did try it at one stage, but the sticker albums themselves take up so much space. I realised I just didn't have enough room. So I grabbed this cute little tray that has dividers in it from Daiso ages ago, whole $2.80 yet again, and this is where I store all my small sticker sheets. I have my little minis and samplers at this one, the next size up go in here, and then the larger ones flow into that one there. It is so easy just to flip through. Instead of having to go through page after page after page of albums, this I find a lot quicker, a lot easier, and have a look how many sticker sheets I can fit just into this little tray. I've also got a few little other cute things at the front here, like I've got some little stencils from the Planner Society that I use every now and then. Couple of other small stamps that I like to use. I just find this the easiest way to store my stickers. It sits up on my shelf and I just flip through, and quite often I'll go, okay, so this week we're doing mermaids. So I just flip through and I find things that I forget. My gosh, it would take me hours if I had to flip through a million albums. And the other thing I had trouble with when I was trying to use albums was trying to work out how to divide them up. Do I do them by brand? Do I do them by style, by type? And I had all these sheets. I couldn't decide which was the best place for them. So I went, okay, that's it. Albums are done. Forget it. We're going this way. Tons of stickers in there, easy to access, fantastic. And then my larger ones, more things from Daiso. I have this fantastic tray, which is a perfect size for sticker sets. Now, I've also got some larger sheets in here. I don't have a million kits, not interested. Half the time I don't even use kits in my planner, but I do have some. I have leftovers in here. I have parts of kits, which sometimes I try and use up, and they fit perfectly. I've got 2 of these trays. I have another one that has a few more stickers, plus also things, you know, like if I find some really cheap stickers at the $2 shop or something, I just pop them in the other one of these trays. And that's it. That's how I store my stickers. I realise I don't have anywhere near as many as other people, but this is more than enough. I add to it when I find something I really like, and it works for me and takes up very little space. So that's it, guys. That is my all-time favourite planner things. Things that I think are really worth investing a few dollars in. None of these cost a lot of money, but they can make your planning a lot easier, makes you more productive. I have all of this on my desk all the time, and honestly, I grab for most of these things each week. Don't need half the other paraphernalia that I have bought. Yes, they tend to sit there and not get used a lot. So these are the things that really work for me. I hope you found this helpful. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the thumbs up button. And if you're not a subscriber yet, I would love it if you did hit the subscribe button. I have lots more crafty things and planner related things coming up in the near future. And until then, take care. Bye for now.